ABC is reporting that they have access. Somebody leaked them a document containing a list of names being circulated by the Trump transition team of potential people for varying Department of Justice positions, like the head of the FBI, head of like the White House Attorney's Office, things like that, like whole bunch of legal positions within what could be a second Trump administration. Now, I don't believe Trump is going to win. We're about 2 weeks out from the election, and it appears like he's not going to win. But there's a familiar name in that list. Now, there are other names that are familiar because they're his attorneys or they were part of his first administration. But one name that stuck out on the list of potential attorney general candidates listed second from the top, Judge Aileen Cannon, the judge from the classified documents case, the same judge who dismissed his case saying that Jack Smith's appointment was unconstitutional, breaking with like 40 years of precedent of special counsels being constitutional, tons of judges and the Supreme Court previously having cited in favor of the special counsel, etc., being fine, but she had a problem with the way it was done, and she said it was unconstitutional, and that is currently under appeal at the 11th Circuit, and probably end up before the Supreme Court. But the fact is, her name appears second from the top of the list of potential attorney generals. This underscores what I said at the time. The whole time this case was before her, and she kept making rulings that seemed to side with Donald Trump, that she was performing for an audience of one. Now, I thought she was attempting to get a Supreme Court justice position, and maybe she was, but the fact that she is listed second from the top on this list of potential attorney generals is telling. She is now Donald Trump supposedly doesn't do a lot of talking about who is going to be in what position. This was all staffers that have done this supposedly. But the fact that her name is on this list is very telling. And hopefully Jack Smith uses this as some compelling evidence, or maybe uses it to subpoena some evidence in his attempt to get her recused from that case, as well as the second gunman, Ryan Routh, who's already asked her to recuse herself from his case because of her close ties to Donald Trump and how she seems to be favoring him in all of her rulings. He didn't think he could get a fair trial. This may also help him get a different judge. So we'll see what happens there with either of these things, but it's very telling that her name is second from the top. And I wish I could say I'm surprised, but this is exactly how Donald Trump operates. He is very much a "what have you done for me lately" kind of person. And if he thinks you have done something or had something to offer him, he will reward that. But if you fail him, he doesn't know you, never knew you, he's got no use for you. So we'll see if anything comes out of this. Like I said, I'm not expecting Donald Trump to win. I just found it very interesting that she is being even talked about as a potential attorney general.